Hey Sag, how we doing? It's been a long time, right? It's been a couple days or a few days or whatever else. I've been doing a lot of personals, but I've been going out of order. So you and Aquarius are the last two I have left. So let's do it, right? Welcome if you're new here. Thank you guys for all your love, support, donations. They've been fantastic. I really appreciate you guys. I've already shuffled this deck a lot off camera, and let's just go. Okay. I do personal readings. It's in my description box below. It's just my email. So, and it's just gonna be a phone call with me. All right. Oh, what are we waiting on here? Look at this, Sag. You've been manifesting stability? Okay. Manifesting like the ultimate family life, home, whatever? Okay. But it hasn't come in the way you wanted it to yet? Is that what this is? Uh-huh. You still feel kind of locked in your head and everything else, and you've kind of been sad about it? All right. That could be a thing. Well, let's go, Sag. That'll all come out. I can cuss, and I tend to get kind of hot, especially in your reading. So just know that ahead of time. Okay. So, okay, what I'm thinking here, and I just got it really, really quick, is what you thought was going to happen did. Okay, so what you were manifesting and everything else, maybe you were manifesting a certain house, right? Or a certain person, okay? Or certain something, okay? And it didn't come. Like the manifestations that you were waiting for, it's almost like you saw it, right? It's almost like let's just put it like this. You had a contract on a house, okay? And you were like signing all the paperwork and everything, like you were about to go, and somebody else came in and bumped your offer. That's kind of what this feels like. Uh-huh. And it's been kind of making you feel out of the cold, or a person, or you know what I mean, some kind of opportunity. This could be anything. We've only got two cards out, so this could change drastically. Okay. But right now, what I'm looking at is something that you really thought you were about to get, maybe your stability and everything else, was kind of jerked away from you. Okay, and that could be finding out somebody cheated on you, and you were with them for 10 years, whatever. I don't know why my hands are itching so bad, and this just started in this reading, so okay. So this is what I'm kind of feeling like, but it's almost like you've been waiting for the wheel to turn, and my phone's going off. So maybe this is the four fixed signs, okay? This is Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. But this is like you're waiting for the universe. It's almost like you sit down and you pray at night, okay, or whatever, however your process is, and this is what you've been trying to kind of manifest something else, because something else that you wanted. Remember the Ten of Pentacles and everything else? Look at that. I just said manifest what you wanted. Gemini, Gemini, Virgo. But I mean, yeah, and look, that could be you. It's famously a Leo card, but I mean, this is a fire sign reading. So maybe that's what you're wanting to do. You're manifesting something with, some, okay, just keep going. All right, Sag, let's see what we got for you. Or you're dealing with somebody that's kind of throwing you out in the cold. I mean, this could be a lot of things. Yeah, and it's made you move away from the conflict, and you're going to have to reject something, and there's something else here. And you've been having a hard time making a decision about what that looks like. Okay. All right, Sag, let's go. Death, chariot. Yeah, you need to end something here. Somebody does. It's a way of life, way of thinking, an actual job, a person. You need to end something here and move away. And that is what the universe is going to require for you to have your Ten of Cups. I don't pick up these cards like immediately and show because there's a lot of nudity in this deck. Okay. This is what you have to do. And it's going just like this. Or you, again, thought you had the Ten of Cups, right? And you're having to move quite quickly to end something for something else. That could be that too. You could look at it both ways. Yep. Because you want to take fast passion action towards something else. Or you're getting communication from somebody else or something else. Let's see. What we got for Sagittarius? Yeah, look, you're manifesting it. Magician again. This is Gemini Virgo. But I mean, I look at it a lot of times. It's just, I mean, Gemini is both. You're manifesting something and the universe is agreeing with you. And whatever that is, it's going to bring you up out of the cold. So I don't, like I said, we're going to get a lot more clarifications on when we clarify. But right now I have three cards out. Yeah, look, this is you. You want your justice for something. Yeah, you do. And I think you want your justice for maybe being put out in the cold. Maybe this is a person that did this to you. I don't know. Sag, what do we got? What do we got for Sag? They'll be sorry. I just heard they'll be sorry. Maybe that's what somebody was talking about with you. Yeah, look at Jesus. Wow. Wow, Sag. Wow. And these flew out. The Emperor and the Empress and the Ace of Pentacles? Wow. I mean, I have chills. What is going on here? It's on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're holding on to it, or somebody's holding on to you, and you're working on it. Are you working on this commitment that's going to be the Ace of Pentacles, and that's what you know the universe has in store for you? It's almost like you know, which is weird. You could be psychic or something like that. You know something here. You do. Uh-huh. And you know you're going to get something after this, or this could all be somebody else. But somebody's holding on to you, or you're holding on to this opportunity. There's 4 Pentacles here, but they're holding on to the Ace, and it's right there. I think you know something. I'm getting that pretty strong. Okay, well, let's clarify this. My God. We're going to go with the Curious, I think it's called Curious Creations, and let's see what the hell all this is. The Emperor and the Empress with the Ace of Pentacles? I mean, this is pretty fantastic here. Because I think out in the cold, you did a lot of, like, I just heard, reflecting. Okay. You did a lot of reflect. The Empress again. With the star. It's your wish. Or you're dealing with a Libra, Taurus, or an Aquarius. I mean, I don't know yet, but let's just go. All right, Sag, what do we got? Justice. It's your justice. That's what you've been waiting on. You've been waiting to get justice for some kind of betrayal that you went through. I'm getting that really strong. Mm-hmm. And you are getting it. That's the crazy part. It's not like you're just sitting around like, oh, I wish one day. No, no, no. So what this looks like. This looks like you already know what's up. Yeah, it's like you already know what color house it is on the way. You know what I mean? It's like you got directions to it, but now you're like, oh yeah, I know exactly where I'm going. That's what this feels like. But there was something that happened here. Let's just go. Justice, 5 of Pentacles again. You want justice for being put out in the cold. Yes, you do. For whatever that is. Yes, you do. Yep, you do. Ace of Swords, because you know the truth about something. And you know that truth is your justice. Yeah. But it's going to come with action because the Wheel of Fortune is co-signing something here. Yeah, they are. 5 of Pentacles. What is this 5 of Pentacles for Sag? What is this 5 of Pentacles for Sag, please? Look at that. It was on the bottom of the deck over there. Remember? 5 of Swords. I'm sorry, 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. And leaving you out in the cold and feeling like this right here. Yep. 8 of Swords. You're all up in your head. You're just, you were up in your head, not knowing what direction, which way was up. Okay. And this is kind of what this being out in the cold looked like. Yes, it did. It wasn't like you were just like, oh, I'm feeling left out. You were feeling left out and like gridlock mentally. Because somebody did some pretty screwed up stuff to you. Look, Wheel of Fortune again. You were getting justice for something that happened to you. Whatever that is. Sag, and my phone will not stop going off. 5 of Pentacles. What is this 5 of Pentacles, please? What is this 5 of Pentacles, please? What is this 5 of Pentacles, please? I'm going to take it? What is it? A feeling taking it. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles. Were you juggled? Were you juggled? Did somebody do some really screwed up stuff to you here? It doesn't have to be, but it could be, right? Somebody threw you out of your house. I keep feeling stability, like home, right? Something changed with your living environment. I'll just go ahead and say it like that. This is what this feels like. It doesn't have to be, but it feels that way. And it made you really locked in your head and feeling out in the cold away from what you always knew. Because somebody else made some decisions, questionable decisions, around you. And that's what made you feel locked in your head. Look at that. 4 of Cups. Did somebody reject you? 4 of Cups, 10 of Cups? Or are you, this could be a lot of things here, but it's turning you into some healing. And I think what a lot of this gridlock's been about is that you had your emotional worth tied to how somebody else saw you. And then they just threw it, they just threw it away. Or they did something sneaky here. I'm feeling sneaky. Knight of Cups. Okay. Is somebody going to try to come back in here and try to pull you up out of the cold? Please don't do that. You can be your own knight in shining armor, okay? Or knight in shining frog, whatever the hell. 8 of Pentacles. You're working on it. This is you. Or somebody's coming in to want to work with you to kind of reframe all of this right here. Yeah, they are. What are these? The Emperor and the Page of Wands. The Emperor is the one doing it. Okay, so if you're stuck somewhere or whatever else, the Emperor is the one that wants to work with you. And they're going to come in with a little emotional thing. It's not a page, it's a knight, right? And a lot of times I don't trust the knight of cups. I don't. Or this could be somebody that wants somebody that did something to you coming back to apologize, but I'm not really looking at it like that. I mean, I'm not feeling that energy. I'm feeling it as somebody's going to give you some kind of financial opportunity with emotions to kind of, and you're going to feel kind of up and out. I don't. Okay, let's just go. Yeah, 10 of Swords. You went through something pretty major here, and I think you've been working on how to get yourself out of it. Man, woman, doesn't matter. And this has been, yeah, look at that. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Yeah, you've been really, really struggling here, or were for a very long time because of what somebody else was capable of. You absolutely were. What is this? What is this Wheel of Fortune here, please? The Wheel of Fortune comes out. I mean, and my phone keeps going out. Yeah, King of Wands. Okay, that absolutely could be you. Yeah, it's a fire sign card. Yeah, you've been waiting, and it's like, look, they're not in action or anything. They're just sitting there with their wand. They know what they want to go do, and this could be the Emperor. I don't know. This could be another fire sign. Okay, somebody wants to head towards you, but it's divinely given, and you've been being very patient for it. Wheel of Fortune. What is this Wheel of Fortune, please? For Sag. Wheel of Fortune for Sag. Wheel of Fortune for Sag. Nope. Thought it was Amazon. I have all this stuff going on and with Amazon, and I have like 4 packages that they were supposed to be here 3 days ago, 4 days ago, and they're still not here. Yep. Look at that, Sag. Look at that. Ace of Pentacles again. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles and 7 of Cups. Okay. So have you been confused about where this Ace of Pentacles is, right? You have like a lot of options that you could take or a business that you could start, and you're like, it seems risky to you. Okay. Well, you're a Sag, so I mean, risk and movement is kind of part of your MO, right? But you've been kind of like, yeah, because you've gone through a lot over here. Yeah. So what that's done is kind of throwing you into kind of a little bit of confusion about maybe where this is, or somebody's intention was to do that. Keep you confused about moving on because they like you better when you were up, hurt, tied up, and out in the cold. That could be that too. Let's see. Yeah, Page of Cups. Now they kind of come in and apologize, but you're already moved away. Good. Wheel of Fortune. Well, let's look at them because they did fly out. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. The Lovers. Okay. Another Gemini card. All right. All right. So you're opposite of them. So, okay. So, okay. This could have been a soulmate connection, or this is going to be a soulmate twin, whatever you want to call it. Okay. That's what's coming in. And the Wheel of Fortune, yes. And somebody's going to come in very passionately, but now you have 2 knights here. I think somebody's going to try to come back in and apologize, and that's what you've been waiting on. And I think that a lot of people watch, tarot to kind of like reinforce that belief that somebody's coming back and they're going to get justice and vindication for whatever asshat did to you. Okay. Well, this is a whole nother thing. I think somebody, this Knight of Wands, could be this King of Wands. Okay. They're going to come in passionately. And a lot of times, I mean, everybody says this about this guy. I mean, or a girl, whatever. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Okay. But not when it's around this. But it could be. Okay, High Priestess. All right. You already know where this is. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And I don't think it's with this person here. But I think somebody here was trying to keep you very confused about where an opportunity was. Because as long as you stay stuck and in pain and everything else, you're still holding on to them. 4 Pentacles, holding on to them. And you're not able to move anywhere else. Yeah, the Emperor. Towards your Emperor. Okay. Give me another one of those Wheel of Fortune, please. But you know something here. A High Priestess. Remember I said earlier that you might be psychic? Yeah, you might be. Wheel of Fortune. What is this Wheel of Fortune, please, for Sag? Wheel of Fortune for Sag, please. Wheel of Fortune for Sag. The Hierophant. Okay. Okay, Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant. That's really like a lot of stability, or this could be a person. It's like you're moving away from just like when maybe in your past you've always been like, oh my God, the in bed is amazing and they look hot and all this other stuff. And now you're like, yeah, I don't really want that anymore because there's not a lot of substance to it. Because in that kind of way of thinking and everything else, because we did say it could be a way of thinking, that you've kind of already, I'm not saying to settle for like whatever, right? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is your previous decisions have kind of always probably led you into all of this. Because I think right here is a pattern. Uh-huh. I think what you've been doing up here is going round and round, and maybe if you look at and you look back at patterns of your relationship, you will look and see that they all kind of had the same thing, and they were always on the same trajectory, and that was only because of what you were capable of attracting. Well, I think you've stopped this, because all of this gridlock and being out in the cold and everything else has thrown you into a lot of healing, and that's been able to let you try to kind of crawl out of confusion about where this is, okay? Mm-hmm. Of course, you could they can be a supermodel or whatever else, of course. But what you've been attracting, and what you've been kind of always going through has always kind of landed you in the same spot. It's like every 2 to 5 years, you're trying to heal something, okay, or 10 or 20, whatever it is, okay. But now you want more stability. You do. You want, and this could be a person. This is a Taurus, Hierophant. Yeah. You want, and the High Priestess did come out, so that's a very spiritual match, right? So we're not too worried about more about the material, like the looks and everything else. I mean, of course, the High Priestess and the Hierophant are extremely spiritual. It's an extremely spiritual, an spiritual, wow, an extremely spiritual couple. I'll get it eventually. And they want to build something, and this is what you're confused about because you've never had something that's based on actual substance. Uh-huh. You've been very, very accustomed to and used to struggle love. And there's not just been a lot of like meat to be able to, so when the tower does come and stuff like that, it just blows right over, right? Now, I'm not talking to everybody here, and this, I could actually be talking to your person. It doesn't matter here. But what I'm saying is a lot of people get used to this stuff. I do a lot of personal readings and I hear a lot, okay? And I think now it's you're actually wanting stability. You wanting to be more grounded in what you because previously it kind of didn't ever turn out, right? This is kind of what I'm getting here. And it does, like I said before, it doesn't have anything to do with looks and everything else. It's about what you attract, okay? And you want to have something more stable. Yeah. And it's this right here. Mhm. And this is what you've been manifesting, right? Because what you've been doing isn't been working. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles now? Okay. This could be your person. I hope it's you because this is a lot of healing. Magician. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So what, remember on the bottom of the deck, I'm not, that 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the other deck really is sticking out to me because I think this is what you're working on. I think stability is becoming more attractive to you than just fly by the seat of your pants. I think this is what you've been working on. You're working on your absolute stability, and this is what you've been manifesting with your absolute partner, the Hierophant and the High Priestess, and the Empress and the Emperor. Yeah, and this is what you've been manifesting because you don't want to continue to get what you've always got, and you're calling judgment, I think, on your own bullshit. Yeah, yeah, you are. Or this could be somebody coming back because we do have somebody coming back trying to work on things with you, but I think you already know where that's going to go. So you're going to say, absolutely not. Remember, we had the Four of Cups. You're going to reject that, right? Because you're calling judgment on it. You're calling judgment on your own bullshit, and you're also calling judgment on everybody else's, right? Anybody wants to try to crawl back to you and everything else, we're not doing that. No, we're not. Because you are a boss by yourself, right? And you're working towards the 10, and you could already have this. You could already be in this relationship. I don't think so. Because I think you know what's coming. That's what's going on here. And you also know what you have to do for it. And it's this right here. You have to call judgment on your own bullshit and everybody else's. What did I just say? Friends, family, all the things, all the people that are dragging you down on the fly strip, right? If you don't know, I mean, I always say there's a fly strip, right? And you'll never see flies going, go around, go, because everybody wants you stuck with them. And I think that you're kind of putting all that together and you're calling judgment on it. Yeah. And that's going to allow you to take a new leap of faith. Now, this is the Fool 2.0. There's the Fool and the Fool 2.0 in this deck. This is the Fool 2.0 because you're tired of making the same decisions you've always made. Okay. Yeah, you are. Now you're making a more revised one with more of your head and stability more than just whatever's going on in somebody's pants. This is what's going on here. Yeah. 2.0. So you have revised, like I said, the way you look at something because something probably pretty tragic happened over here, whatever that is, and it's really thrown you into what's really important. And that's what I'm getting here. Because somebody's going to try to come back here, and you're just like, yeah, no, we're not doing any of that. That's way too many. All right, Sag. Magician. What is this? Magician. All right. One card. Four of Pentacles. Okay. You're holding on to this. Yeah, you are. You're holding on to your own stability because I think somebody was able to take it from you. That's when a lot of people get the shakeup. when you have all the stability, you have all the things that you've been doing, and all the things you've worked, and all the thing, and whatever it is, okay? And somebody's able to go, nope, it's mine. That's what I think you've gone through here. And when they say it's mine, it doesn't matter if you get the house and everything else. I mean, it means they juggled your heart and your mind and your resources and everything else, and you're done with that. Hence the Nine of Pentacles, and you've been holding on to that while manifesting everything else, because you've been holding on to, no, you've been holding on to your own justice, because you don't have to get an apology and everything else from them. Because getting an apology from somebody for what they did to you is just trying to validate them. They don't need to explain your pain to you by an apology. That's what that kind of is, right? You don't need to do that, because they went and worked on somebody else and wrecked your Ten of Pentacles. Yes, they did. And that, or yours is what you're about to go do. You're about to go work and collaborate with somebody else and get your own damn Ten of Pentacles, because that's what this feels like, and that's what you're holding on to. Yeah. Either way, I mean, you're manifesting your own stuff. That's what I'm getting here. And not in a materialistic way. No, not like that. The most giving people I know in the world, and I am one of them, they have it all together, right? But I mean, I remember a couple of years ago, I was on a I live really near Atlanta, and of course, I mean, there's highways and everything, and I was coming around, and I always make sure I have cash on me, because all the homeless people are on that little loop right there, and there's always traffic right there, so everybody has to sit still, so they all come up to the cars, and I always make sure I have at least 20 bucks in like ones and fives and things like that, because I want to do that, right? And it's not because I'm hoping for something back. It's because I want to just help. And I think that's kind of what you've been wanting to do. But you've been trying to get your own shit together on top of that. Again, it's not materialistic. It's just stability, right? With emotions and with passion. You want all three now, instead of just cherry picking one, because I think that's what you always thought you were just capable of. Well, you're actually quite capable of all three. And I think that's what you kind of realizing. You're bossing up, you're getting out of confusion for this new stable thing. Yeah. And you're calling judgment on everything else, including you. And you're being very strong to do it, because it takes a lot of energy to put a microscope on yourself. It sucks. But you got to do it. And when you do it, I mean, you are rewarded for it. Wheel of Fortune's here. Magician. Temperance. It's taken a while. That's why you've been holding on to it. You almost been questioning, like we said this in the very beginning. Is it really going to come? Is it this? I mean, I'm doing all the right things. I'm doing everything I need to do. But you know, deep down, if you listen to your intuition, not your mind, your intuition, it is coming. This is angels. Yeah. This is Archangel Michael, but it's also patience and guidance and all the things. You've been guided to do this. Yeah, you have been. Because everything in your life has been a lesson, and probably a pretty painful one. Well, no, you're not wanting to do that anymore. No, look, you with the Ten of Pentacles. Yes. Yeah, because that's what you want, right? Because it can come. Everybody says that all the time. I hear it in personal. Well, the Ten of Pentacles is, I mean, it's not a passion. I'm just going to be bored out of my mind. You're not going to be bored, because you're still going to have the passion and everything else. The Emperor and the Empress, man, they got their shit rocking, right? Yeah. They know what the hell they're doing, and they are all four queens and all four kings, or king, queen. Doesn't matter. They have all of it, right? They have the passion, they have the stability, they have the emotion, and they have the mental being able to be quick and everything else, quick and sharp, just like you are, and they are able to do that and keep you on your toes. I think that's what you've been scared of. Yeah, because you've always settled for just the one because your limiting beliefs thought you could only have just the one. No, you can have all of it. Empress. This is you. Emperor, Empress, doesn't matter. Yep. Look at that. Do you know this Emperor? Okay. Or on the Six of Cups, Two of Swords. You've been having to make a decision about your past? Is that what this is? Huh? Are you still kind of being pulled back? Are you still kind of adjusting the rear view mirror to see if that's still a thing? Huh? If they came back right, I mean, I would listen to them. And then we'll just take this out of the picture. If they came back right, I mean, if they said all the right things, I mean, they've only cheated on me like once, and I don't really know for sure if they even did that. So I don't really have the evidence, really, because you're not listening to your intuition. That's all that is. Well, I don't really have the evidence. I don't have the hard evidence that I would need. So if they came back and acted right and got off drugs and stopped hitting me and stopped hurting my animals and my life and my child and everything, oh, we're going to be just fine. Because I've known them for a long time. Man. Okay? Sag, the hell? You know what to do here. Yeah, you do. And somebody's still what? Still what? I mean, trying to come back in and like bait you with some kind of emotion or passion, and you're like, I mean, okay. Well, it's up to you. Empress. Empress. What is this Empress? That is a lot, but let's see. Okay. I see one, and I see the Empress. This is you, or this is your person. I don't know. You have new growth in everything else. You could be wanting a Taurus or dealing with one, or a Libra. We have quite a bit of signs here. We have Sag, Virgo, all four fixed signs, Taurus, Aries, Libra, Taurus. What do you want? You want new growth with something? Or are you going to keep throwing your hat in the ring with who you've always known, that you haven't been able to make a definitive, like, the judgment call is this Two of Swords. Yeah, you've been indecisive about really cutting it off because you might feel like that might make you alone, or that you won't have what you always have. You know what I mean? That can be scary. I'm not going to discount that. Absolutely not. Yeah. Look, it's been nothing but conflict, and this could be you, right? Going through this, but I don't think so. I think somebody's been fighting with you. Uh-huh. It's like you want to call judgment on somebody, and you're like, yeah, I need you out of my life. And they're like, no, no. Well, good luck getting to work with no tires. You know what I mean? This is kind of what this can look like. Yeah. And this is maybe what you're going through. Right. Okay. Yeah. King of Cups. Yeah. King of Cups. Yeah. Okay. Somebody has a lot of emotion for you here. And if you don't know them yet, start believing that you deserve it and the universe will serve it. I always say that. But I think you're kind of in the, yeah. Well, are you currently here? Five of Pentacles? Are you currently out in the cold and still trying to put all this together? If you are, excellent, because this is part of it. Yeah, Eight of Cups. This is what you're doing. This is what you're doing right here. You're out in the cold trying to figure out how to emotionally walk away, because the gears emotionally are still turning. You're probably physically out of it. Uh-huh. Yeah, you are. Or they're physically gone. Whatever this is, but whatever it was left you out in the cold, okay? And now you're trying to figure out how to emotionally put yourself back together and make this decision to kind of move on, because it's probably somebody you've known for a long time, or they felt like a past life soulmate, or a twin flame, or whatever this is, okay? Or whatever you called it, okay? And now you're going to have to make a judgment call on it and have to emotionally walk away. Well, when you do emotionally walk away, you will absolutely physically get out of the cold, because the universe is rewarding getting out of confusion. The 7 to the 8, okay? Remember the 7 of Cups right here. My phone's going off again. The 7 of Cups right here. So you were in confusion, or still in confusion, for a long time, and everything else, trying to figure out why, what, where, when, how did that happen? Why did it happen to me? Why am I always going through this? So there's a lot of those questions, right? But in all of that, you've been completely mentally locked in your head, not being able to go anywhere, and not have any new growth with whatever you have here, because you haven't been able to make the judgment call for it. Okay. Empress. Because this lying piece of shit, I mean, they probably did all kinds of stuff to you. And it's really kind of put you in a place where you're having a hard time doing anything. Empress. Yeah, look. Hermit. Hermit. Okay. This is where you go down deep, yeah? You going down deep, you're bringing it all up, you're healing everything. Remember all the patterns and all the stuff that you've probably gone through? Wait a minute. Everything kind of looks a little similar. It's not always the same person that I've always been with, but the pattern looks a lot. It looks pretty close, Oh yeah, I met him like this. Like in my life, in one relationship I moved crazy fast, but in the second relationship I moved incredibly slow. But they all ended exactly the same. Right? I mean, so it didn't matter, because what I was able to attract, right? Because of where I was. Well, that's why you're doing this. And I think that's what you've been doing right here, because it's right on top of each other. I think you're this Empress, and you want new growth someplace else, but you're scared and you're nervous. Because what if you walked away and something changed? But you know really what it is. You do. It's heartbreak. It's heartbreak that you attracted because you didn't think enough of yourself, or you weren't healed enough, and that's okay. Right? Because I've been through that too. I mean, I kept getting whatever I always got. Yeah, look, cut it off. Or somebody sliced your heart into pieces. I mean, one or the other. We got air sign, earth sign, a fire. I'm sorry, fire, water, and earth. Okay. You've been going in, doing the healing. Perfect. Because this is when you will get this. Well, let's see. Emperor. What is this Emperor for you, Sag? Okay. The Two of Wands and the Moon. Okay. Has somebody been manifesting you in secret? Or has somebody been kind of sitting on the sidelines watching you do all this? This could be a friend of yours. This could be a friend of a friend. This could be something where they've been watching you and kind of staying in the shadows. This is exactly what this is. Somebody has their eye on you, Sag. Do you not know this? Watching you go through all of this, and it's almost like they're waiting for you to call judgment. But they've been manifesting you. But they've just been watching you stare at the key, or I'm sorry, stare at the lock instead of the key. And the key is judgment. Knowing your worth and claiming it, and not letting anybody else trample on you in any capacity. Okay? And somebody, this emperor, empress, whatever, has been watching you figure this out, that you have the key. Look at this card. Look at that. It's a cat in pumps. But look what she has on the one side that she's only focused on, which is the out in the cold, right? You've been focusing on how to get out of the cold and everything else. But you have the key, Sag. And this key is going to, this is not just a picture. This is the path right here. And that starts with judgment. Actually, it started with being out in the cold and everything else and starting to get really good at pattern recognition so you can actually get out of here. But this person here, I don't even know if you know him. Queen of Cups now? Yeah, you have the King of Cups over here on the Empress, and now you have the Queen of Cups on the Emperor. Doesn't matter gender, so take it out of it. But somebody's been waiting on you. Somebody's been waiting on you to figure this out. Okay. Emperor. Emperor. What is this Emperor for Sag? Four of Wands. It's the Minor to the Hermit. And you have both of them now. Or this is this person. They've been doing the same thing you've been doing? I would hope so. Because I don't want you attracting what you've always got, right? Well, because look. This Emperor has been healing and doing all the things. Four of Swords, okay? Yeah, and they've been kind of waiting in the wings. It's a little weird, but it's not creepy, right? It's just like they haven't had the confidence or whatever else, because maybe, like I just said, they're doing the same thing you're doing. And you look like this, or they look like this, and they're scared to come towards you because this idiot up here is probably still looming around. But this is guys, or this girl, whatever, is the wounded warrior too. Okay, they've been through a lot too. Okay, and this is what you look like when you're coming out of healing and you're figuring it out. And somebody wants to see you make a solid, definitive decision towards what you want. Okay, and that is going to be your justice. This person or this opportunity or both is going to be your justice. And your karma, good karma, dharma, right? For going in and actually doing the healing and having the guts enough to step outside again. Because with whoever this is, that is your match. And when two people like this come together, the High Priestess and the Hierophant, and the King, Emperor, and Emperor and Empress come together, there's no choice with this. And you're not going to be bored. Sag, you're not going to be bored. It's going to be great. Yeah, it is. Four of Swords. What was behind this? Empress. This Emperor's been waiting for their Empress and sitting just like that. Look. I mean, you can't make it up. Look. Cute sloth. Ace of Pentacles. What is this Ace of Pentacles? Well, that wanted to flip. What is this? Queen of Wands. Is this who's trying to stand in the way? Is there somebody trying to stand in the way? Or are you creating somebody standing in the way with your thoughts because you still want them to come back and apologize because that's what you think is your justice, but it's not. Your justice is actually, remember we already talked about it, calling judgment and making the decision and actually like quit adjusting your rearview mirror. Look where you're going because you know where you're going or somebody does. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, look. Sloth. Right back out. Cute little sloth. Now, Four of Swords is the resting healing card, right? But it's also trying to get your shit together, right? And everything else. Remember, like I said, right? You're ready for battle. This thing's not ready for battle. No. I don't even know why there's swords. And there's no swords around. I have itty bitty little swords. Like little shrimp scabbard things. Party cocktail swords. Okay. But you know what I mean? Okay. They've been resting and healing and everything else. And I think that's been the both of you. This is why it's so cool. Okay? Because it's not just, you guys are going to be able to come together and be able to discuss things that you've gone through and things like this on a healthy level and not blaming and saying all the things. And this is what all this has been about. Yeah. And that's why somebody or you or whatever has been holding on to it. Four of Swords, resting, doing the healing as well. King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. That's what you're going to have. Yeah, it is. Ace of Pentacles. What is this Ace of Pentacles? Somebody's been watching you, not in a creepy way. Waiting to see if you're actually going to call judgment on whoever the hell is up here trying to screw you up. Ace of Pentacles, because somebody still is. And like I said, that could be you keeping them relevant in your life because you want justice. I've already said it. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. You're going to work with somebody else, or you're still recovering, but it's on the Ace of Pentacles. So I'm thinking it's going to be a new collaboration, new work opportunity, new something that you're going to get or do. So like I said, start your own business, do something like that. And it's going to start for you. Yes, it is. After the healing. And it could be with this person. I don't know if I finished saying that because I jump around quite a bit, but these two people can start anything and do anything. Yeah, they can. Knight of Swords. And now somebody's going to come back in all pissed off. Sag, we're almost there. What is this Ace of Pentacles? Five of Pentacles. You are getting, the justice you are getting is going to be able to leave somebody else out in the cold that was capable of putting you through absolutely everything. That's your justice. And don't do it in a vindictive way. Like, yeah, see, don't do that. They're not worth it, right? But you're going to get justice for this. Yes, you are. It's right here with your person and everything else. That's, you might have to keep in secret or whatever. I mean, you know how to do this, okay? But you're going to get justice for that. Because look again. You've already emotionally left, or you're about to, okay? And you're going to reject whatever isn't for you. And that's what the universe has been waiting on. Good, Sad, good. Because this idiot, I have an STD. Well, now what? I mean, they're trying to come back and everything else, and they picked up something. That's their karma. Okay. I want to marry you. I think that's what this person's been waiting on. Yes, waiting for you to figure out that you have the key in your hand and you don't have to be outside anymore. You could come in. And this other person's, but that's the other thing that's weird about this, is the other person, you don't feel good enough, or I don't feel good enough. Who doesn't feel good enough? That's an insecurity. That's okay, right? I mean, you guys can handle that. But that starts with a conversation, not just sitting in a room somewhere out in the cold, not feeling good enough or something. Because confidence is something that you get during the healing, right? Okay. What I was going to say is, I think this person over here is kind of checking to see if you're still out in the cold. Like they win somehow if you stay out there stuck and everything else. It's kind of what I'm getting. It's not great. I feel broken. Oh, I hate this card. Okay. You're not broken. This is you. It absolutely could be. Because you know what? I don't know. You've made a lot of mistakes in your life. Everybody has. It's okay. You just didn't have the tools. That's all this is. You didn't have the tools to make the right decisions. But now that you do, because you've been healing and everything else, and that's why when you feel broken, you kind of look like this all the time. Yeah. Because you don't feel like you can make a right choice. Because, I mean, in this, I've felt this. I've done this. You know, you feel like, oh my God, every choice I make is wrong, and I'm putting my family through it and my kids, and I mean, I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel broken, but you're not broken, okay? You just made some shitty decisions because you fell for the wrong people. That's all this is, okay? I watch you day and night. Sag, what would your person say? I didn't mean to hurt you. Did this person hurt you already? And this is what you're having to look. Oh God, let's pray to everything, ready? Jeez, okay. I want to end you. Is this the person up here that put you out in the cold and wanted to keep you locked and stuck in your head and everything else? And they never thought in a million years that you'd ever call judgment on them and leave them because they stayed so relevant, sitting on taking a picnic on your trunk that you had nothing but them to look at when you went anywhere. Is that what this is? And there's somebody been sitting over here all being all patient and they've been healing too, waiting for you to figure it out, that all you have to do is go buy a new car and leave them sitting on the trunk in a junkyard? Because that's what's going on here. Yeah. Okay. I miss your hugs on the bottom of the deck. You know this emperor. Yes, you do. Who is it? You know him. They miss you? Okay. That's not some rando person that's like, I saw you one time at QT or gas station or whatever, and you looked really cute and I miss you now. That would be super creepy, right? But if somebody's saying genuinely that they miss you, and what was the other thing on the bottom of the deck? I miss your hugs. You know this person, and they've been waiting for you to get your shit together, or for you to stop looking at whoever's trying to stay relevant in your life. Block this person. You understand me, Sag? Get them out of your life. They don't deserve you. You're not broken. It's not all you can get. Go. See you next time, Sag. Go. Pop the trunk. Fly him off. See you next time.